Welcome back to Closer Look. We're speaking with Sullivan County Mayor Richard Venable, and we've been talking about a variety of issues, some present, some in the past, but let's go back to a topic that was around 25 years ago and is still around today, and that's consolidation.
It is, and we've had various studies, I think about 3 different attempts to consolidate the government in Sullivan County, and the public always has the right to vote on it. It failed about 7-1 the first time and maybe 7-3 the next time, but people have spoken 3 times about it. I think the common conventional wisdom is that yes, if we consolidate some services, it'd be really good, and that there'd be some savings with it. But we've had various commissioners during this school study ask why we're not consolidating. Well, basically, there's no desire on the part of Bristol leadership, school board directors, or Kingsport leadership, school board directors to consolidate school systems. I think as long as they can economically provide a school system, they will want to have one, and therefore the public support, in my opinion, that is required is not there.
Is it a fear of consolidation, or is it from the public, or is it just well, I don't know.
I think it's a pride in system, and I think it's tried and true. I think it's Friday night football. I think there are a lot of factors going into whether Kingsport. And when you get into consolidation, John, you get into splitting taxes, local taxes, and that's a state issue. Half the sales tax generated in the city of Kingsport, which is getting to be the leader in Northeast Tennessee and has always been the leader in Sullivan County, half that local option sales tax comes back to Kingsport unearmarked. Okay. And therefore, they can pay teachers considerably more than the county system can. Now, half the sales tax comes to the counties and goes back out to the 3 school systems on a per capita basis on average daily attendance. And so, as long as we have that tax system, the revenue generators of cities, the sales tax generators, will be able to afford to pay those teachers more. Even though the money comes from outside the city, a good portion of it, the situs-based collection system that we have does that. So various reasons, I think if you voted in the county, there would be an overwhelming vote to consolidate school systems. It's not that they don't love their schools, they just, the overriding factor there is the tax base. And our county tax base is just about 95% supported by property taxes over the whole county.
We'll talk a little bit about taxes and the tax base here in just a few minutes. Can you tell us a little bit about how the county commission as a whole has changed since your last stint at county government?
Well, we've changed in process and in people. As I mentioned earlier, we have 15 new faces in the room since I was here, 9 people who had served during my term of 2004-2006. The process had changed some. I find a more active commission now than we had in 2004-2006. They've been handling problems as they came up through committee. And I think the executive, the mayor's branch, probably had less influence than it had the first time I was there. So I've had to make some adjustment myself in that, and get back to those things that committees can do well and that commissions can do well, and get back to those things that the mayor's office and the individuals can do well.
Is it a pretty good process that you use, do you think?
I think it is. I think we're getting there. We have people that, the commission's made up of people that have different talents, and when you can get those people in the area that they have an interest and a talent in, and have them dealing with that and making recommendations to the whole commission, we all benefit by that. I don't have all the ideas. Right. I don't have all the solutions. So we got 24 people we can rely on that are very good.
Pretty good group of commissioners in 24. Has that number been about the same?
It's been that way since probably the late 60s. It was at that time we had 48 magistrates, magisterial districts, and they cut down to 24. Our neighbors in Washington County are looking to go into 15 next election. Sullivan County, we had a proposal from a commissioner to go to 14 in Sullivan County. There's been a couple of committee meetings, and the recommendation may be that we go to 21 during the next election.
Okay. All right. We're speaking with Richard Venable, the mayor of Sullivan County. With Closer Look, we'll be back with more right after this.